Hi everybody, welcome back to the online bridge classroom project. I'm Sam. We will be starting a new series of videos featuring on the strategies in MatchPoint pair games. And as requested by our audience, this new series will be broadcasted in English. So without further ado, let's begin. Well, if you ask me what's the most important strategy in MatchPoint bidding, I would say is to bid with a clear purpose. There are actually a lot of times when we see players making a bid that seems to be describing his hand pretty well. Well, but in reality, the bid shows no purpose at all. What do I mean by that? Let us take a look at the following example. Okay, at the pairs game, you pick up this plain looking 8 count hand. You're sitting south, both sides vulnerable. Your left hand opponent opens a club and partner preempts with 2 diamond. A natural preempt showing 6 to 9 points with a 6-carded diamond suit. Your right hand opponent next bids 2 spade, which is forcing for 1 round. So what do you do now? Should you compete at 3 diamond here? Okay, it definitely looks attractive since the law of total tricks suggests that it is safe to compete at 3 level with a 9 card fit. So is that what we should do with this hand now? Well, earlier in this video, we have been mentioning about the purpose of the bids. So now let us take a bit of time to understand what do I mean by the purpose a bid can serve. We mainly categorize the purpose of a bid into 3 main categories. First of all, to compete for the contract. Maybe that's the most important things you consider when you bid. Secondly, bidding can also block out opponent's bidding space when you feel that you are at the weaker side. Just like the 2 diamond bid from our partner from the previous example, it blocks off a whole level of bidding from opponents, so it gives them more pressure and makes life tougher for them. Thirdly is to assist the defense. This is especially important in matchpoint games, since we know in matchpoint scoring, a single up trick or down trick could make great significance to the score you get. Okay, so having taken a look at these 3 categories of a purpose of a bid, let's return to the hand. Well, with just 8 high card point and partner showing a weak hand, we know that our opponent has sufficient or very close to sufficient strength for a game. So bidding 3 diamond could not help your side in competing for the contract. Neither will it block off any space from the opponents. They already have sufficient space to communicate. One opponent has opened and the other has shown a good suit at 2 level. So it's time to consider about the last factor, assisting the defense. We have to take a moment here to consider what would happen next after this bid. Well, we know our opponents are very likely to be in a game contract. Well, we don't know which game. It could be 3 no trump, it could be 4 spade, or it could be 5 clubs. But there's one thing for certain here, is that no matter which game you are defending, you do not want to see partner leading a diamond if he is on lead. You will much more prefer partner to lead a heart so that you can take your tricks as soon as possible, and maybe after which you can help partner to lead a diamond through declarer's 10 ace if there is one. Okay, so up to now, having considered that, we know that we should not compete with 3 diamond here. That would give partner a very strong signal that you have something to offer, or at least can provide some help in the diamond suit, and that for sure would encourage a diamond lead from partner. So what we could do better here is to just sit still and pass, and we hope that partner can do something intelligent when opponent bid the game and when he is on lead. So what actually happened with these cards? Let's take a look at the whole hand and see what story is behind this thing. We can see that West is actually having quite a monster hand over there. There's an 8-carded club suit headed by the ace king queen. Literally there are 8 solid tricks over there. And there's also a very good stopper from diamond in the West hand. So in reality, after South bid 3 diamond at the table, considering its match point scoring, West signs off at 3 no trump, hoping to get as much tricks as possible in a no trump contract. So let's consider what North would see when he makes an opening lead. Having partner bid 3 diamond, he supposed the partner has something to help in diamond, so he lead a low diamond, hoping to establish a trick or two in this suit before declarer takes all he has. So that turns out to be a great disaster. After leading a diamond, declarer would score 2 diamond tricks, 8 club tricks, and 2 more spade tricks through a simple finesse. So that adds up to 12. And that's exactly not what you want to see. Alright, so let's take a look at the other side of the story. Taking the north hand if south have passed over 2 spade. So the betting actually goes 1 club, 2 diamond, 2 spade, pass, 3 no trump, and it comes to an end. Now, when north has to find a lead, what he would see is very different. Considering the partner has no support in diamond, it will not lead a diamond with such a bad suit, as well as the lack of entries. Even after leading diamond, it's not likely that any tricks could be built up there. On the contrary, having west announcing that he's a decent stopper there, north knows that if he leads a diamond, maybe he would give away a trick somewhere there. So, with hearts being only unbid suit in the auction, it's highly likely that partner would try to hit your long suit and lead a heart instead of his own long suit a diamond. And after partner leading a heart against 3 no trump, you can immediately collect your 3 heart tricks, and declarer can only end up getting 10. And in a match point scoring, that would give you a very, very decent score. So, to conclude, what do you want to share today? Always bid with a purpose. Think if the bid you are going to make hits at least one of those 3 purpose of a bid. Here comes to an end to this video. Hope you like my sharing. See you all next time. Goodbye.